Good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? I have got my journal Bible out. After I put my junk journal Bible. What I do in this Bible, it was bought specifically for me to do art in it. I um, I have done all kinds of stuff in this Bible. And again, I will tell you that I bought this Bible with the intention of doing artwork in it. There's a lot of stuff that have already been done. They all have little tags or little stuff to where I could see them. I have before I came on, I went ahead and put a layer of gesso of the white gesso on here to where it would take whatever I put on it. What I'm going to do is I have this little enjoy the journey. I'm going to put it here, and I've also got from a magazine that I get, Turning Point. I get that, and I really like the. Let me put this on. Hi, how you doing, Lisa? I really like this Faith Alive in 2025. So I'm going to be using this, and what I'm going to do is, you see how it has the squares all around it? I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm actually going to put the squares in with my metallic markers and do that. So basically, I'm just playing around. I was going to get the gel plate out, but some days you just aren't in the mood, and I just wasn't in the mood. So I didn't do it. So that's what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be cutting this out and getting it ready to be glued down. And then we'll start working with the markers. How you doing, Lisa? Hi, Doretha. How y'all doing? Finished physical therapy and you're on ice now? Yeah, I bet that you need that ice to kind of calm everything down. I'm just cutting this out. I'm working in, like I said before, I'm working in my journal Bible, which is a Bible that I got specifically for me to do artwork in. So that's what I'm doing. You're crocheting a doll for commission. Oh, how pretty. I bet it's gorgeous. That's good, Greta. Be able to, I wish I could do stuff like that. I can do just a chain stitch, and I can do a double cross stitch or a triple cross. Anyway, I like to cross stitch. A triple crochet or a double crochet. I'm not sure which one it is. I can do that, and I can do straight lines, and that's it. That's all I can do. I can't follow instructions. I can't follow them. So I just kind of stick to what I can do, and praise God I'm able to do that. But when I found this afternoon, I really liked the idea of cutting this out and making it go ahead and redoing the boxes, but using it with metallics. You crochet better than you think you paper craft. Doretha, I don't know about that. I've seen some of the stuff you've done, so I don't know about that. Shaky. A little shaky. Probably should be using my smaller scissors on this, but I'm not. I know people who can fussy cut with big scissors. Fussy cut with big scissors. I don't know how they do it. Heck, I have a problem fussy cutting with little scissors, much less big ones. They can do it. I've seen them do it. Get this done here. Almost have it cut out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the Bible around so it's facing y'all, so y'all aren't just looking at me. My scissors in my hands cutting stuff out. I was going to leave it just like it was and just glue it down, but See if I can trim this off. I ripped the page when I was taking it out of the book. Okay. And get this out of my way. I've already got this page already prepped to be able to take the markers. I use your white gesso on this, so that way I'll take glue and the markers and everything. Go ahead and get this glued down right quick. Doretha, all I did is I got a very, because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, I got one. Let me see what this is called. You got glue on you? No, you don't. This Bible is, you know, I probably worked over it. It's a journal edition from Zondervan's. You know, the journal edition, what they have, or any Bible that has a margin. Let me find a page I haven't played with that has this margin right here is great, because you can just buy one anywhere and just, you know, use. I know a lot of people have these Bibles and they just use this empty space right there and put their artwork on it. I, on the other hand, will use the whole page, or just like this little bit. Hey, Julie, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. We're just playing in my journal Bible today. Get this glued down before it decides to dry up on me or stick to something else. The pages are super thin. That's why, Doretha, that's why I added gesso to my page. All it is white. It's not clear gesso, it's white gesso. And all it is actually is going to be your white acrylic paint. And you let it dry. It dried really quick on the page that I'm using. And yeah, I just put something behind it to where if, you know, when I was doing it, painting it, that if I got anywhere, it went on it. Let's see. Put that glue back over here. I want him about right there. And let me get this down. Make sure I don't need to do any corners. I'm sorry, Julie. You had a restless night? Let me see if I can't get some of these down a little better. They just didn't get glued good. Okay. Just get glue here. It didn't look like it got any glue. There we go. Okay, I guess make sure this is glued down good. I know I glued you down good. Come on. Yeah, now what I did when I put my yeah, and this is paper is really is thin, real thin. And you can't see my hand through it, but it is. It's not real thin. You know, there are some Bibles have really, really thin paper. But like Lisa just said, you can use put multiple pages together and use them as one. I know a lot of people who do that. That will use multiple pages in books, especially in different books. That will to make them thicker to where they're more usable. But so there's that. Let's see if I can get this right here. Let's see. Okay. Let's got that there. And then we'll get going with the squares on it. Get enough glue on this so it will stick. I am finding that the glue will stick, but it might need a little more than normal, being that the gesso is on it. I'm not sure why, but it's seeming to be working that way today. And it took, I put the gesso on this about an hour ago, but I had the fan on up in the, had the ceiling fan on. So I'm doing that. This, the wording all came from a magazine that I have, and I'm going to be just making the little squares like you saw. Let me get the big one out. Like this. I'm just going to make the little squares around it like it was before. And I'm going to be using my metallic markers to do it. Little squares, or big squares. Just squares, basically. Get my metallics out of here. I do have this other side to play with if this gets done quickly. I got some other stuff out so we can play on it also. I didn't gesso it because I was going to just use glue and whatnot. There we go. Now when I cut this out, it did have some of the squares. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go ahead and bring them back in. There we go. And I may use the squares. I'm going to use rectangles, squares. Who knows? Do it like if anybody quilts. What kind of brand are these markers? These markers are called, they're from Temu. They're metallic pens. They're Touchwood. Touchwood. But I got them on Temu. I went looking for metallic markers, and then I got some others that are acrylic markers that I got off Temu also that I use on gel plate. But not the metallics. No metallics on your gel plate. No, no, no. They don't come off. Bad idea. Okay, I've already used. Did I use this one already? Yes. Because I'm not a fan of that color. I will use it to break it up. Go ahead and start down here. Do I want to color them in, or do I just want to do squares? Yeah, color them in. Why not? Do squares and rectangles. What I may do if you quilt, I may do like a log cabin quilt top pattern on it. I'm not sure yet. All that's doing is you put a little square piece of fabric there, and then you can put a rectangle here like that. Put that together, and then come in with another square right here, just a small one. And then you can break that into two. Well, okay, yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm trying to read chat and keep up with what I'm doing at the same time. And I'm having one of those days, ladies. I am just having one of those days where it's just a little hard for me to keep watching stuff. Let me see. What you said, Lisa? Your daughter's hooked you up with from a healing fund with a big set of dual-tipped alcohol markers and a new big box of oil pastels. Oh, they got you. You just set up for some healing fun, didn't they? That's a great gift is alcohol markers. I would love some alcohol markers. Actually, I'd like to use the alcohol on the gel plate and see how it does. I bet it's gorgeous. I bet it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to use that. Let me move you over there so I don't use you kids or something. And I'm going to come up here and I'm going to draw this lengthwise like that. And then color it in. And I may start just right now. I'm using the smaller ones, but you know, if I get bored, I'll start doing bigger pieces. Hi Sharon, how you doing? Nice of you to join us. I am just putting squares and rectangles onto this little page in my Junk Journal Bible. Go. Can you see the front of the Bible? Yeah, hold on just a minute, Sharon. Let me just. It's just a plain Bible. Just plain. It is a. Sorry about this. Let me unhook stuff here. It's just your journal. Just a journal Bible. And I bought this Bible specifically for what I'm doing in it. When I set out to buy a Bible for this, I set out to get it just because of this. No other reason. It's not a study Bible. It's not something I pick up and read every once in a while, but it's not specifically for that. This is specifically for me to drag out and play in. I guess when you want to do something artistic, but you want to be in the Word also, for me, this is the best way of doing it. I enjoy working on it, and it's just fun. Most people just make, like, I know I can make my own journals. I make my own journals and stuff like that. But I have found this is what started me right here, was this right here. Doing this in a group was what got me going. Was working in a Bible, doing different things. I can show y'all because all I'm doing now is just coloring. I can show you some of the stuff I've done in this Bible if you're interested. If not, just let me know because I'll show you. This was just cut out and colored, and then I stuck it in here. And then I have this here that says, as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. I'm sorry, I'm reading upside down, so that's fun. But also, like I said, a lot of the Bibles have this journal part here. Then I call it a junk journal because there's no telling what I will put into this, what I've put into this journal. Something like this, some little dangles, stuff like that. I'm trying to find one that I really went to town on. This is it. This is just a stamp that I colored. And then the page over it, I did in white. I did with white acrylic and then went over it with blue. Just because I wanted to see what it felt like to do it, what it was like to play with it. This is only one page. I did not double up the pages or anything. It is just one page. Yeah. You have room to, I have another Bible that I'm using now that has the room to write on. because I'm finding I'm wanting to make notes and stuff, and there's just no room. So I did go get me one that I actually use for what it's supposed to be, supposedly supposed to be used for. Thank you, Lisa. That's a way of helping me do this. I just kind of play. I enjoy doing things. Let me see how to word this. I enjoy doing things cross related because it brings me peace, and it's very comforting to me to be able to know that it is okay with the Lord for me to do what I'm doing. It's okay. He's not getting upset. If anything, he's just allowing me to have fun and be creative in a way that works for me. I'm gonna go ahead and put this down here. And notice I'm kind of going around it because actually just because my mind got off showing y'all what I was doing. Let's see. What you say, Julie? You have some journal Bibles, but they haven't done much in them because you wanted to come up with your own ideas in them, and I'm not very good at that. I'm better at following instructions. Julie, the best thing to do, when I first started, I'm going to think, let me see if I can find the very first page I did. I want to say I just cut something out and stuck it on in there. And it's pretty much, let me see. Here's this one. I think this was pretty close to my very first, because I started off with Bible verses and just things that caught my eye. So that's one of the very first ones that I did, I think, was this one here. This one and this one. This one I like a lot. It has a lot of mixed media with it, and I just love doing it. And it started off, it is well with my soul. So, I just kind of, and then the well being right here, and then soul being this stuff. And all this was found, cardstock type stuff, stickers, um, magazine. This was in a magazine or some sort of so there, it was in something I cut out because there's no telling where I cut it out from. Yeah, those are gifted people that can draw things from the story. Yeah, that's whoa. You don't need to frustrate yourself. I will be honest. I think I lost where I was at, to be honest with you. Let me see if I can find it. I was there it is. I was very, very, had overwhelmed myself earlier today, I should say. And I almost didn't come on because I absolutely just um, had myself going. I decided to go take a nap, have a good cry, and I'm doing a lot better now. Sometimes a good cry will make everything seem just different. Let me going to turn this around. What I may do is go do the squares and then play. Let's see if I can match up the colors to color. There we go. Get all this paraphernalia out of there. It's your father's favorite hymn, Lisa? I like it too. And really, the group I was in when I showed it, it didn't get very much. It was like they didn't get it or something. I'm like, okay. I don't know. I think I expect a lot from other people. I think I expect to be, oh, that's pretty, but I don't really need that. I need to not need that. You know what I'm saying? I need to just be happy with what I've done and not really care if anybody is happy with it or not. That sounds kind of rude, but truth. Oh. I don't know why it did not even show up, so I'm going to put it over there. Hold on just a second. Let me get me a drink. So again, I'm just making squares. I'm not coloring them anymore because that was taking too long and I was getting bored. And if I'm bored, I know y'all are bored. Sorry about the sniffles, guys. It's going to look a lot different once I start coloring them in. I just got bored. Sorry, guys. Let me just put this there. But you'll notice what I'm doing is I use a square, and there's a rectangle there. Then there's a square, and another rectangle right under it. For that, it's kind of like making, it's called a log cabin in a quilt. And it's just making squares within squares and rectangles. It's like what I could do with this one. Let me find a different color. Find this blue. What I could do is this is right here. Bring this all the way down and line it up with that one. You expect too much perfection with yourself, I think, is being in the Bible. I haven't been able to shake it off. Perfection is something that only God has, Julie. It is just one of those things. And I know there's a lot of people who do this and do a lot of work in it. You know, I'm not sure who it is who Sharon's talking about. I know there are a lot of women who do a lot of beautiful work in their Bibles. They do it differently than I do. Like I said, a lot of them just keep to this margin, but it's cool. I'm enjoying myself. It took me a little bit to feel comfortable doing it. I had one of the Dollar Tree Bibles, but the paper was so thin, I couldn't do anything with it because the paper was so thin. And me, I never thought about, hey, why don't you glue a few of those pages together and make it work? But I remember that it took all the fun out of it because the paper was so thin I could hardly work at it. But there are a lot of Bible journaling, journal groups that, like I said, I learned this from a Bible junk journaling group because they added many different types of ephemera and stuff like that to them. Called Micro Bible Journaling. It doesn't feel so intimidating. Girl, just the vision of a micro anything makes me just want to go, oh, but no. I don't know. A micro is awful small. That is awful small. I'm actually trying to look up some things to learn how to bullet journal. And I don't know if I'm going to like that even because I don't know. I'm too all over the place for it. I think it would be one of those things that's too, let me think of the right word here. Too structured. It's like, okay, you got to put this dot here, then follow this. Kind of like Bible mapping too. It's too structured. I think it's too structured or something for me. Or else I know I'll get in my head and nothing would get done. But it's new things to try. It never hurts to try anything. I'm going to go ahead and make this one real long and put it right there. There. And get another long one here. Oh, okay. It's not tiny detail. It's more basic, small, like in the margins in here. Yeah, I've seen that. I can do it. I mean, I'm one of those, I could actually do stamping here and color the stamps and be fine and be happy. And tip-ins, yes, ma'am. I have. Julie, let me tell you, girlfriend, I wish you didn't live out where you do, but I know you do. But I could send you some tip-ins because I've got copies. When I was doing the Bible journal, we first started, I started with tip-ins and stuff like that. So I have tons. Miracle, did you join in? I didn't see you. Hey, girl. Is that what you're talking about? So I am just marking this Bible up, putting the colors. Actually, what I am doing is kind of like this here, but it was all the way around this. So I'm adding this. What I'm doing is I'm doing the squares first, and then I'll go in and color in. Later on, I started coloring, and then it got too much. So I started that, and we're just chit-chatting about this and that. So y'all we're talking about tip-ins, and there's tip-ins, there's flops. Well, I call flops. All that is, let me see if I have anything on here. Here we go. Sorry about that. Put some washi tape here. You can flop it over like that. You can flop it over like that. You know, and to me, I call them flop overs. And I've seen a lot of people have their Bibles, a lot of them with washi tape on this side and washi tape on that side to give a kind of a hinge to it. So I've seen that. I've seen those a lot. But yeah, I have a lot of that type of stuff. Little stuff, I just have to make copies of them. I have a folder, not a folder, I have a big plastic bin that carries file folders full of stuff like that for me just to make copies of and use. There. I'm going to bring this one right here. But, okay. So there are tons of journaling stuff out there online. Tons of it. I know some of them have shut down. Another one I used to watch a lot. I think after COVID that she got sick, I think. I'm not sure. All I know is that she ended up getting very big in teaching and whatnot. So I don't even know if she's still around, but I did get a lot of her stuff while she was working. I just don't remember what the name of the site is. I want to say it's Creative Journaling, or I don't remember. So long ago. Put you right there. Break up that green. You just kicked yourself out? Well, Julie, I don't know what to tell you. Try to stay in here. Go ahead and bring this one up a little more. There we go. Because this one's so big next to that one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a different color, and I'm going to break that up because I don't like it. There we go. Time out for Julia. You get one of your stickers that you use taken away from you, Julie. Took yourself out, so there you go. Stickers are a girl's best friend when you're first starting doing this type of stuff. wonderful things. Just stickers are a gift to have right there with you. Like I said, over here I have stickers and all kinds of fun stuff. Let me just pull the box over here. These are my stickers and tags and stuff like that I use on in my journals, in any of them, whatever I'm working on. I have buckets like that of stuff. I do the regular, what you would call a journal, and junk journals, the big ones which have lots of stuff in it, that you can take out and stuff. I do those. I enjoy doing those, but I have more fun. This is more fun to me. It's not, I don't have to think about it except what color I'm going to use next, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and get bigger here. Because I don't know about y'all, but 36 minutes of me drawing squares is kind of boring, I think. Anyway, cut that right in half. And cut that right in half. Let's see. This here. Excuse me. Go ahead and bring this up to here. Now you see in the right here where this little place is right here, what I'm going to do. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to put just a little mark. I'm going to go right around it. There. So it brings it up. It lets everything be even. And I'll just make another mark here. Can double that one up. And that's how you make the blocks. I used to be able, I have books now for quilting, and I would do quilt blocks in your books and stuff, which is really fun way to decorate. It's just to use what you got and go for it. Which I am learning, because I will go out and buy everything if I'm not careful, if I don't watch myself. So I'm learning to use what I've got and not overextend myself. And templates are really, okay, Julie, templates are really easy to come by. You can use anything for a template. I have all my my stencils that I use on the gel plate. I use also in here my stamps, which I can use on the gel plate. I use also in here. So that helps, having things that are multi-purpose. It really is, using the type of different quilt pages. There are quilts that are called they're called mini quilts, but I call them micro quilts. They are quilts that are this big. I mean, these squares themselves are 2 inches squares, and they put them together for wall hangings. I'm not, no, mine are small. Mine used to be small. I had a long arm quilter machine, and it's not working anymore, so I quit using it and used my sewing machine for a while. But now that I'm into everything else, I'm starting to try to figure out what I'm going to do with all my fabric. And I've got tons. And the thing is I got some big pieces. I've got some big amounts, 3 or 4 yards to 1 or 2 yards of stuff. But I've got more of the little pieces, 1-inch squares, to 6-inch squares. They're 12 and a half. I make fabric angels out of those. And if y'all have not seen those, there is a the stream that I did make the Fabric Angels on. I just did them this week. I think so. I did those this week. No, I did one on Sunday, and I think I did the other one on Monday. I think. Yeah, it had to been Monday because Wednesday was Bible study. There are tons of patterns like that you can use just every day. Things, other artwork patterns are really fun to use. The cheapest thing to get to make patterns is embroidery patterns. You can find some really cute embroidery patterns. They're small. Hi, Miss Cindy. They're small and they will fit. Any of these patterns can be made to fit in your journal, no matter what size you're using. I'll come in here and break this up a little bit. Bring this up here. There. I was coloring this in, guys. Those of you who have just joined us, but I got tired, so I'm not doing it anymore. I will later on if I get, like later tonight or something. And then if I do it, I will bring it back out and I will show y'all how it turned out. But for today, I am just isn't something that I want to do. I don't know why. Oh my God. I'll take this one and go along with it. What are you eating for lunch? You're eating... I don't know what you're eating, Cindy. I know you're having lunch. I know that much. You're just sitting there chomping away and watching us play. That's what you're doing. Let's see here. Now, I don't... You see how big that is right there? What I'm going to do is I'm going to break it into fours. I'm going to go this right here. Bring it down. And I don't have that many little fours, but I am now. So I can do this, like this one right here. I can break it into two threes also. So these can be broken up to smaller pieces. Okay, let's see what you got. Banana cheese cubes and turkey cheese crackers from Aldi's. You like the bricks with even without them being colored in? Cool. Now, I'm going to play now. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be letting y'all know, okay, I'm going to do a what's called a 9 patch. What that is, it's 3 up there, and 1, 2, 3 down. Put that right there. And then all I do is go 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, and then do it like that. And it makes roll squares. And that is a cube there that I do in quilting. You found her name on YouTube. It's Lindsay Decor. To use the by the well. That sounds cool. Thank you, Sharon. Let me do this here. I'm going to do another one of those, but different. and bring it down here. Bring it over here and bring it down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to corner off that one there. I'm going to corner off this one here. Not quite matching where I want it to, but so I'll just do that there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, corner this one, and corner that one. Because I'm not using a ruler, I'm not doing very well. And then I'll just do this down the center. So I'm using triangles. Still a square. I'm going to square on the outside, but using triangles to make it. Actually, we're still a rectangle. Okay. Enough goofing around. Let's work on this a little bit more. You there, and you here. We go. There, you there, and you are there. I like this big open spot, so I'm gonna close that off. Go. And I'm just gonna keep going. I found this in my little containers over there. That's where I found this out. Found it when I was looking around, seeing what I was gonna do today. Go ahead and get that up there. Go. Bring this down here. Ooh. Hold on a minute. Let me read this out loud. Okay, Sharon. Okay. You have joined a made it craft spiritual monthly stamp set. Whoa. Hold on a minute. Let me get me something to drink. That's what I was thinking too, Lisa. Was doing that. That sounds fun, Sharon. Doing that. What I can do too is I can go through my stamps and do stamp offs on mine too, and send them out to y'all. Just use some of the color pencils on the bricks instead of doing that. You probably need a cup, Julie. That's fine. Yeah. Lisa, get all these channels. That way I'll have them. That way you can take care of that for me. I don't have to keep looking up all the time. I'm nosy. I want to see what y'all are up to. That's what that is. I don't need any more stamps. I know if I went over there and looked at stamps, I would be in trouble. You got to get up and ice pack, start coating. Oops, that's not good. Got to keep that iced up. Go here with this. And then I will just go right here. And there. Lindsay Decker pages look nice. Hey, Miracle, if you're in here still, write some of this down so we can have it, okay? You or Cindy or somebody write it down for me. Take care of a friend here. Take care of a friend. All right, I've got all these done up. I'm going to swing around and get my metallic pencils. I think that would look really cool, so give me half a second. There we go. Got my metallic pencils. Enabler alert. I know, it's bad. It is bad. Yeah, y'all be we'll be getting all kinds of stuff. What we're going to do is enable each other as far as being able to do. Say, I've got all these stamps. Do you want a copy of them stamps? So you don't have to go out and buy one, get a copy, and then keep it and copy it off. That's what I do. That's what I've done that before. I've got copies of all I think they're called Gorgeous Girls. I think it's what they're called, or something to that effect anyway. I have a copy of all the Gorgeous Girls I have, and I have actually sent people copies of those on cardstock to where they can use them. I've got one missing. Where's it at? Or is it just missing period? It may just be missing period. Let me put this over here. Okay. Here are all my colored pieces. Let's see if I can match them up to the colored block. Let's see. I was going to try and put them together and what color they are, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. To try though. Here we go. This is a Prismacolor. Shouldn't be in here. This is a metallic gold, but it's a Prisma and it shouldn't be in here. And these should be with my Prismacolors. Mochas. That over there. Purple. Purple, purple, purple. Okay, sure. How cool. Sharon, you're on Facebook, aren't you? I think you are. I'm almost positive Sharon's on Facebook, but I could be lying. I could be wrong. Very easily could be wrong. Let's see. Get this here. Get these colored in. Oh, how fun. The same shipping? Oh, the shipping exchange rate make it double the price? That's sad. Julie, I can only send for one of the stamps that I got for international. I can only send something that's the weight of a regular paper. Like I would be sending something over to, one of the other girls. I can only do that with like a regular postage stamp for them. With that international stamp, I can only ship very little with it. So I was a little shocked at how much it costs to even think about sending something to you, Julie. Julie, I tried. I thought about it real hard, and then it was like, oh, good night. It's ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. Now, is it expensive for you to send like stuff from there out here? I mean, is it that expensive for you to do that as it is for us to send stuff to you? There. I'm going to turn this other light on since I'm covering that up. There we go. Is that too bright, you guys? Oh, it's expensive. Okay. Oh, shipping containers prices hiked up a bit. Yep. Like that. You sent her a small package to Israel for Miriam? I bet I'm shocked how much they try to get for postage. Of even the littlest thing. It's ridiculous. That's what you get for being in Australia. Now this is true. That and if we send anything to you, probably take a month to get it to you. I'm going to be leaving some of these empty just because I think it looks cute. Just every once in a while, an empty one. Ugh. Length of time varies. What the price like on Temu? All that has to go through customs, and the prices there are not that bad. But then again, I don't know. The prices there aren't that bad for and shipping and stuff isn't that bad. What? It took 3 months to get to Israel. Good night. That's sad. That's a long time, 3 months. Lisa, did you sign up for the Makers scrap swap this month? Oh, I didn't know that, Julie. Temu has a warehouse everywhere. See if I can get this here. You didn't sign up, Cindy? I did. You just never know who you're gonna get. But that it's a good way for me to get my stuff out the door. There's the one I'm missing right here. I knew I had one missing from this set. And there it is. There we go. Right here. Here. Yeah. You haven't because you're not climbing steps yet. I can understand that, Lisa. Can't climb the steps. You just can't climb the steps. As far as shipping stuff to Israel, That may be it, Julie. It may have been why it took 3 months because of the war and stuff out there. It could very well have been it. I don't know. I've never sent anything over there to Miriam, so I don't know. I need to quit picking up the same color all the time is what I need to do. All right, we're going to do this. There. Get us different colors this time around. Okay. Hmm. So, what other kind of swaps and stuff are y'all into this what month? What y'all got going on? All I know is I'm in the Makers swap. That's true. And they have Hanukkah, and there's something else going on too about this time frame. Mm, goodness. Well, these colors are going to just be going wherever they go. I was trying to make them match, but it ain't happening. It just is not happening. Go. I'm going to finish this up coloring later on this evening. It's been over an hour, and I'm sure y'all are quite bored with messing with these squares and rectangles. So I'm going to let y'all go and enjoy your weekend. Have a great weekend. Go play. Have a good time. Come back Monday and tell me all about it. Until then, y'all have a wonderful, blessed weekend, and I will see y'all back on Monday. Bye, y'all.